Welcome back, Harbro, to the Harbro channel. Quality videos, lowest prices. And today we have December ITC deals. If you find this useful or helpful, please consider liking and or subscribing. And please consider hyping. And please help us get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think would be absolutely nuts. Let's continue to grow the channel, grow the community. I think the Harbros are probably not probably the Harbros are the best bros. But let's go ahead and jump in. I appreciate all the support that everybody gives. Starting off with a US General Alert. US General Alert, the 34-inch by 23-inch 6-drawer full bank service cart, available in 9 colors. $500, $100 off. And you might be saying, how much is that? What percentage is that? I don't know either. 16% off, almost 17% off. All right. Not the greatest deal. $100 sounds very nice, but not bad. Definitely beats the rule of thumb of the 15%. Not great, not bad. 3.6 rockin'. Moving on to Costco, 3-in-1 convertible hand truck for $150, normally $170, $20 off. Hercules universal portable bandsaw, benchtop stand, $90, normally $120, $30 off there. That's pretty decent. Hercules alert. I can't forget, we don't have that many Hercules alerts, and that threw me off. Hercules alert, $90, $30 off. Decent. Bauer, 2000 PSI, 1.3 gallons per minute max performance electric pressure washer, $160, normally $190, $30 off. Hercules alert, 4.5-inch by 5/8-inch 11 UNC Type 29 flap disc with plastic backing and ceramic grain for $6. 50% off. Great deal there. Bauer, 1/2-inch by 50-foot automatic feed drain cleaning drum machine for $330, $70 off. 10% would be $40. 20% would be $80. So just under 20% off there. We continue. Pittsburgh, lifetime warranty, ratcheting combination wrench set 7-piece. Your choice of SAE or metric. 33% off. Normally $30 down to $20. Compared to Husky, excellent deal. Excellent deal. Next, Chicago electric 80 amp inverter arc welder for $100. $50 off. Normally $150. That's also 33% off. Excellent deal. Well, excellent deal there as well. Next, titanium unlimited 200 professional multi-process welder with 120 240 volt input, $699.99. Pretty nice. Normally $800, save $100. That's okay. Not at our threshold. 10% would be $80. Which means $120 off would be 15%. So it's below 15%. So not our rule of thumb. Next, Predator, 2650 PSI, 2.4 gallons per minute, 5.6 horsepower pressure washer, $300, $50 off. Warrior 4.3 amp, 4.5-inch angle grinder with slide switch. That's a little less than average. $10, 33% off. Normally $15 compared to Ryobi. Good deal. Franklin, 36-inch by 24-inch 2-shelf utility cart. Your choice of color. Brand new black color, which looks nifty, or gray. $100, $30 off. And that math there always throws me off. So let's do 30 out of 130. 23% off, which is a solid deal, especially on Franklin, which I don't think I see many specific deals for Franklin outside of these coupons. So solid deal there. Next, Warrior 7.25-inch single bevel compound miter saw for $80. Normally $100, $20 off. 20%, solid. We have Pittsburgh 450-pound low lift transmission jack, $80. Normally $125, $45 off. Let's check that one out. 45 off of 125, 36% off. I don't know how many of you are in the market for a low lift transmission jack. Maybe everybody is. 36% off is an excellent deal. Next, Pittsburgh 1,500-pound steel ATV motorcycle lift, $100, $30 off. Decent deal. You got titanium MiG 170 professional welder with 120 240 volt input for $490, $60 off, normally $550, so slightly over 10%. US General Alert 72-inch by 22-inch work center hutch, 8 colors, $600, $100 off, normally $700. Next, Pittsburgh lifetime warranty half-inch drive impact deep sockets at 13 piece, $20, normally $32, $12 off, 37% off. What a deal. SAE or metric compared to clutch. These, I think, are some of the most popular tools just in general in any mechanic's tool cart. Pittsburgh specifically, $20 lifetime warranty. Tough to beat, especially at 37% off. Nuts. Next, for the Tarp Bros, 15-foot by 19-foot heavy duty reflective all purpose weather resistant 9mm tarp, $24. Normally $30, 20% off. Decent deal. Pry bar set. I think we've seen this on sale. Maybe it was a different pry bar. I think it was a different Pittsburgh pry bar set. That was tough to say. This one, 4-piece, $10, 41% off. $17 normally. 4-piece lifetime warranty, tough to beat. Quinn Alert. We got a Quinn Alert. Quinn Alert half-inch drive, 12.5 to 250 foot-pound digital angle torque wrench, $150, normally $180. We'll do the math. 30 out of 180. 17% off. Again, 3.6 rockin'. We continue. Another tarp for the Tarp Bros, 19-foot by 29-foot. Heavy duty, reflective, all-purpose, weather-resistant tarp, 9mm. Just a different size, $45, 25% off. Great discount there. I have seen tarps go up to 40% off, but there were specific ones. Anyways, 25% is solid. Next, we have the Quinn Alert again, master bit socket set, 87-piece, $80, normally $100, $20 off compared to Capri Tools. That's a solid deal. It's been slightly more discounted, but $20 off. Tomato is not a bad deal. You're getting a solid deal. Hallmaster ST205 75R15 1800 20-pound capacity radial trailer tire for $130, normally $150, $20 off. Next, Bauer 10 amp 1 1/8 inch SDS variable speed rotary hammer for $80, normally $95, $15 off. Then we have Pittsburgh 22-ton air hydraulic floor jack for $320, normally $390, $70 off on that. And when my head math ain't mathin', we use a calculator. 18% off. Not bad. Decent. Vanguard 100-foot by 12 and 3 gauge multiple outlet extension cord with indicator light, $68.99. They had a chance there to be nice. Normally $80, only 13% off. Next, Pittsburgh brake bleeder and vacuum pump kit, $16.49. Normally $26, 36% off compared to Performance Tool. Great deal. Great deal. More Pittsburgh 3 CFM 2-stage vacuum pump, $110, $30 off. Normally $140. And then Pittsburgh Pro Alert. I feel like I say it jokingly enough that it's become true. Pittsburgh Pro Alert. Lifetime warranty, half-inch drive, 25-inch breaker bar, $18. Normally $22, 18% off compared to Tecton. Then we have Badland, 1,500-pound to 120 VAC electric winch for $150. Normally $170, $20 off. Not for vertical lifting. Bauer 14 amp 7 1/4 inch circular saw for $40, 11% off. Normally $45. More Bauer 7.5 amp half-inch low speed spade handle drill mixer for $45. Normally $65, 30% off. Solid deal. Bauer again, the 5-inch hook and loop universal pattern sanding discs 5-pack, $4. Normally $6, 33% off. More Pittsburgh again. Pittsburgh ITC cushion grip screwdriver set. Cushion grip screwdriver set, 12-piece for $5. Normally $8. 37% off. What a deal. Am I going a little bit too crazy? What is this? I don't even know what this is for. Somebody tell me. Has 12 pieces of a 12-piece screwdriver set with a screwdriver that I can't tell what it does. This event is not over. 37% off. Crazy deal. More Pittsburgh pliers set, 6-piece, $10, normally $15, 33% off. Quinn alert. Half-inch drive, 50 to 250 foot-pound click torque wrench for $60, 25% off. Again, a great deal. Normally $80 compared to DeWalt. And we have a Hercules alert, the 14.5 amp, 23-pound SDS Max type demolition hammer with max vibration control, $300. Normally $380, $80 off, and 80 from 380 puts us at about 21% off. 21% off. That is a solid deal. Union 24 gun fire resistant combination safe for $530. Normally $630, $100 off of that. Next, Hercules Alert 9-inch by 11-inch dry sanding sheets with ceramic alumina grain. 5-pack, $4.09, normally $7, 41% off. Then we have Centec 0.75 amp 12 volt deluxe battery maintainer and float charger for $15. Normally $20, 25% off compared to Schumacher Electric. Next, Zurich. Why does this look new? Zurich heavy duty truck code reader with DPF regen. $310, $90 off, so just under 25% off. Interesting. Hadn't seen Zurich. Wasn't expecting some Zurich deals. I thought they were out. Audi Kapowski. Next, Pittsburgh lifetime warranty, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch drive, SAE and metric socket set, 64 piece for $30. Normally $40 compared to Duralast. Decent deal. Next, Banks 18 gauge 1/4 inch crowned air stapler, $32, 20% off, normally $40 compared to Porter Cable. Next, Central Machinery 110-pound pressurized abrasive blaster. That sounds like fun. $130, normally $180, $50 off. Seems like a pretty good deal. 27% off. Great deal. That's a great deal on a abrasive blaster. Not sure how much you can get done for, but I'm imagining for some maybe smaller items. I don't know, but that sounds like a great time to get rid of paint or rust or whatever it is. We keep going. Hallmaster, 1,000-pound capacity, 10-inch by 84-inch steel loading ramp set of two, $80. Normally $100, $20 off. Then we have Franklin 18-inch by 1,000-foot high-performance stretch wrap for $23. Normally $30, 23% off. Then we have our Bauer 7.3 amp 1-inch SDS Plus type variable speed rotary hammer, $70. And actually, I rescind that, $69.99. Nice. Normally $90, 22% off. Drill bits and chisels sold separately. Next, we have the Yukon 20-inch 3-drawer steel toolbox. $50, normally $60, 16% off. And a couple more Bauer. Bauer 1/3 horsepower 9-inch benchtop bandsaw for $150, $30 off. What's $30 off of $180? 17%. Okay. And then we have Bauer 5 amp 14 gauge metal shears for $50. Normally $65, 23% off. And Bauer again, the 12.5 amp 23-pound SDS Max type demolition hammer, $250. Normally $300, $50 off. Then we have Spectrum premium gravity feed air spray gun with side control fan, $100. Normally $130, $30 off. A 9-foot by 12-foot canvas drop cloth for $14, 12% off. Normally $16. When we continue, Hercules alert. The 14 amp 1 7/8 inch SDS Max type variable speed rotary hammer with max vibration control, $340. Normally $450, $110 off. Let's see, 24, almost 25% off. Great deal on that Hercules. Next, Hallmaster 800-pound universal aluminum truck rack for $240, $40 off, normally $280. We have Greenwood propane torch for $21, normally $30, 30% off, solid. Vanguard 25 foot by 14 and 3 gauge indoor outdoor extension cord for $10, 33% off, $15 normally. Maddox 5-gallon ASME compliant tire bead cedar for $120, normally $150, $30 off. And another Hercules alert. The 15 amp 4.3 horsepower 14-inch abrasive cutoff saw at $160, normally $190. And let's see. Well, I guess let's check it. That's right there, just above 15%, about 16%. So at our bare minimum, just above it. Compared to Milwaukee though. Next, decent deal. The Daytona 12-ton heavy-duty ratcheting jack stands, $135, normally $160, $25 off. And these I want to say rarely go on sale. I think at one point the lowest I saw them was about $100. These are the 12-ton big jack stands. They're huge. $25 off of $160, about 15, almost 16%. Then we have Vanguard 2-foot triple tap 3-outlet extension cord for $3. Normally $5, 40% off. More Daytona, the 22-ton heavy-duty jack stands with locking pins for $180, $30 off, normally $210. Then we have the 5-gallon Jerry gas can for $45, $69.99 normally, 35% off. It's a great deal. Yeah, Bauer again. Bauer's 1.2 amp corner detail sander with sealed on-off switch, $20, 20% off, normally $25. We have some Avanti airbrush compressor combo kit for $90, normally $120, $30 off there. And we just keep on going. Bauer storage system, modular organizer, $30, normally $40, 25% off. Pittsburgh's 2-ton capacity under hoist safety stand for $75, normally $90, 16% off. Yeah, Fortress 4-gallon 200 psi high performance oil free hand carry job site air compressor, $200, normally $240, $40 off. We have Bauer 3/16 inch to 1 3/8 inch number 4 black oxide step drill bit, 12 steps, and number 5 11 steps, $20, normally $30, 33% off. Next, we have the fully polished Pittsburgh SAE and metric combination wrench set 32-piece, $18, 21% off, normally $23. Hercules alert again, the 8 amp 6-inch forced rotation dual action polisher, $90, normally $120, $30 off compared to Flex. Then we have Hallmaster 10,000-pound capacity drop leg trailer jack for $120, normally $160, $40 off. Let's see how that compares. 25%, super solid deal. Should have been able to do that math in my head. 25% off. That's a really good deal. Viking 30-foot 1-gauge heavy-duty jumper cables with storage case, $48, normally $65, 26% off for some nice heavy-duty long jumper cables with a storage case. That's really nice, premium. Next, Badland 3/4 inch D-ring shackle. This is a Harbro favorite, $6.99. Kind of nice. Normally $11, 36% off. Your choice of red or black. I know what color I would get. Next, Merlin 3/8 inch by 50-foot premium rubber air hose, 1/4 inch MPT fittings, $30, normally $40, 25% off. And we have Central Pneumatic 20-ounce HVLP gravity feed air spray gun for $60, normally $69.99, 14% off compared to Devil Biss. Then we have Pierce 21-degree framing nailer for $169.99. Nice. Normally $190, $20 off compared to Metabo. Next, we have Daytona 4-ton professional hydraulic body repair kit for $190, $80 off, normally $270. Let's check that out for $270. Basically 30% off. What a great deal. Daytona 4-ton professional hydraulic body repair kit, 30% off, save $80. Next, US General Alert, the 36 by 24 inch 2-shelf steel service cart for $60. Normally $80, 25% off. Also a really good deal. Bauer, again, the 8 amp 3 inch by 21 inch variable speed belt sander for $45, 18% off. We have the 10 inch steel tent stake 6-pack for $349. Normally $5, 30% off. The central pneumatic 1.5 gallon gravity feed texture air spray gun, $20. Normally $30, 33% off. Voyager 18 pocket tool belt for $18, 28% off. Normally $25. We have Banks 18 gauge Brad air nailer for $25, 16% off. Then Predator 25 foot by 10 gauge 4-prong twist lock, 30 amp L14 30 generator extension cord, $45, normally $50, 10% off. Next, the 30,000 BTU dual head tank top propane heater, One Stop Gardens, $60, normally $75, 20% off. There, Pittsburgh, the biker style pneumatic roller seat. I feel like I sit down on this every time I go to Harbor Freight. $80, normally $110, $30 off. And we have the Doyle 5-inch multi-purpose vise with anvil for $150, normally $170, $20 off. Union Safe Company 0.37 cubic foot electronic digital safe for $29, 17% off, normally $35. And we have the Road Shock LED off-road light wiring kit for $20, 33% off, normally $30. And then we have Warrior 0.7 amp rotary toolkit, 80 piece, $6.99 seems like a steal of a deal for this. Normally $10, 30% off. Does anybody have this kit? I feel like for the price, it's risky. I saw a comment that said everything that's Warrior is trash, but for $7, 30% off? I mean, I'd probably expect that. But anyways, next, 13-inch pneumatic tire with white hub, $11, 26% off. We have the Windsor Design 8-drawer wood tool chest, $75, normally $90, 16% off. And we have a couple of Quinn alerts here. The flare nut wrench set, 5-piece, your choice SAE or metric, $30, normally $40, 25% off. Solid deal. And I see they're just kind of doubling up here. The SAE or metric, am I reading this wrong? $29.99, 25% off. Solid deals compared to Gear Wrench. Next, Central Machinery 17-inch mini magnetic sweeper for $10, 28% off, normally $14. Hercules alert again, general purpose bimetal hole saw set, 13-piece, $45, normally $58, 22% off compared to Milwaukee. Next, Merlin pistol grip blowgun, $329, normally $5, 34% off. Hercules alert again. Hercules alert. Impact driver bit set, 45-piece, $17, 26% off, normally $23 compared to DeWalt. Super solid. I like to see that. Hercules again, 1700 watt, 14 amp, 108 temperature, high output heat gun for $43, normally $55, 21% off compared to Milwaukee. Spectrum 300 lumen universal air spray gun, light attachment, interesting, normally $30. It's actually $30, normally $40, 25% off. Hadn't seen that before. That's pretty cool. And we have Warrior Earn Your Place 350-pound folding miter saw stand for saws up to 10 inches, $40, normally $60, 33% off compared to Ryobi. We have Storehouse 74 bin mobile double-sided floor rack, $120, normally $150, $30 off on that. Then we have Hallmaster 2 Then we have the Hallmaster 2-in-1 support cargo bar, $13, normally $17, 23% off. And we keep going. More Hercules. 12 amp variable speed reciprocating saw, $85, normally $100, $15 off compared to Makita. Next, Hallmaster 10-inch pneumatic swivel caster for $15, normally $19, 21% off. Next, Badlands soft shackle for $30, normally $40, 25% off. And we continue. We have Road Shock Edge 6 LED off-road spot flood combo light for $130, normally $160, $30 off. Don't see these on sale too often. Then we have McGraw 1/4-inch air hydraulic riveter for $50, normally $69.99, 28% off. We have Storehouse self-drilling screw assortment, 200 piece, $6.99, kind of nice, normally $10, 30% off. That's a great deal for some self-drilling and screwing. Then we have Central Machinery, 2.5-inch table swivel vise for $20, normally $25, 20% off. Badland ATV UTV synthetic rope and fair lead kit, $25, normally $35, 28% off. And Hardy high dexterity impact resistant work gloves, but with the extended parking lot sale, you can get that for 40% off. But here it is as ITC through the first at 20% off, just in case you missed the sale. We keep going. Avanti Premium Paint Kit, 9-piece best quality for $10, normally $60, 37% off, solid deal. They have Jupiter 400 watt continuous 800 watt peak modified sine wave power inverter, $45, normally $53, 15% off. Some cotton swabs assortment, 175 piece for $359, normally $6, 40% off. Great deal. Predator 25-foot by 30 amp 125 250 volt flat 4 outlet L1430 generator extension cord for $53, normally $60, only 11% off. That's 40,000 rockin'. Maddox Deluxe Flaring Toolkit for $60, normally $69.99, 14% off. And compared to Snap-on, which is interesting, but we see Maddox go up to 40% off pretty regularly. Next, Voyager 12-inch tool tote with 18 pockets for $9, normally $12, 25% off. We have the Thunderbolt Solar 7-watt solar panel kit, $28, normally $33, 15% off. Bare minimum. Storehouse 30-bin wall mount parts rack for $15, 25% off, normally $20. The metal 30 caliber ammo cam for $10, normally $13, 23% off. Brand new Merlin 1/4-inch MPT airflow control valve with gauge for $10, normally $12, 16% off. Paracord 1/8-inch by 50-foot with 160-pound capacity for $1.79, normally $3, 40% off. We have Earthquake XT 1/2-inch super compact air impact wrench twin hammer, 1,000 foot-pounds, $90, normally $100, $10 off. And the marathon continues. Vanguard 125 volt 15 amp plug connectors, your choice of either female or male, $189, normally $3, 36% off. And we have another brand new Merlin 3/8-inch by 15-foot rubber air hose 1/4-inch MPT fitting, $6.99, normally $10, 30% off. We have Pittsburgh 36-inch aluminum pipe wrench for $48, normally $55, 12% off compared to Milwaukee. And we have another new tool, 4.5-inch by 8.5-inch F-style welding clamp set, 2-piece from titanium, $30, normally $40, 25% off. That's a great discount on a brand new tool. We continue. 150-foot extension cord reel for $8, normally $10, 20% off. Chicago Electric adjustable steel welding table, $80, normally $90, 11% off. Icon alert. Icon alert. OMG. It's been a bit. It's been a bit too long. Icon alert. 24-ounce ball peen dead blow hammer, $35, normally $45, 22% off. That's really solid for Icon. 22% off compared to Snap-on. Love to see it. Continuing. Super glue gel 10 pack, $229, normally $5, 54% off. Last time I asked about these, the Harbros were all about the super glue, that these are great super glue. So I'm in, I'm sold. $229, great deal. We have Black Widow professional airbrush compressor kit, $180, $20 off. This also was 40% off recently. 40, I want to say maybe even, no, yeah, it was 40% off. So $20 is graphite on the floor. We continue. Bauer, 13 amp, half inch, 2-speed, right angle drill kit, 140, normally 170, $30 off compared to DeWalt. Then we have Hallmaster, 13-inch pneumatic tire with black hub, $11, normally $15, 26% off. More Hercules. Hercules spade bits at 10 piece, $10, only $13, 23% off. And Hercules again, 7 amp variable speed compact trim router, $80, $20 off, 20% off compared to DeWalt. And that is solid. I think I've seen, was it Bauer or Hercules? 30% off of corded power tools. That outside of that, this is a pretty good deal. 20% is not bad at all. Bauer 20-volt cordless automatic feed drain cleaner tool, only $60, normally $69.99, 14% off. We have Merlin quarter-inch high-flow V-style steel coupler connector kit, 7-piece, $10, normally $13, 23% off. We have Pittsburgh 3.5-pound fiberglass axe for $16.99, normally $20, 15% off. Central Machinery 1-inch by 30-inch belt sander, $45, 25% off. Great deal. And then we have the Pittsburgh lifetime warranty meme set, 10mm metric essential socket set, 10-piece, $10, 28% off. Normally $14 compared to Gear Wrench. And we have a parachute hammock with adjustable tree straps for $15. Normally $20, 25% off. That sounds awesome. Pittsburgh's 18-inch aluminum pipe wrench for $15, normally $18, 16% off. Merlin's pistol grip inflator with digital gauge for $50, normally $60, 16% off. Another Harbro favorite, Western Safety hard cap gel knee pads make a great gift for the loved ones. $8, normally $13, 38% off compared to Milwaukee. Another Hercules alert, the 1 3/8-inch bimetal reduced neck plunge blade for oscillating multi-tools, $4.99, normally $9, 44% off, also compared to Milwaukee. Next, Chicago Electric 120-volt spot welder for $150, only $10 off. Yikes. Normally $160. And we have Pierce 30-degree professional framing nailer for $169.99, normally $190. Pretty nice price, $20 off. Then we have Pittsburgh's 14-inch steel pipe wrench for $5, 28% off, normally $7. Hallmaster 10-inch pneumatic rigid caster for $14, normally $18, 22% off. McGraw 6-inch, that's about average, dual action air sander, $30, normally $40, 25% off. Quid 10-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver for $5, normally $9, 44% off. That's super cool. I love me a Quinn 10-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver. Next, the Predator generator storage cover, large for $15, normally $18. Hallmaster's 12 and 24 volt LED automotive floodlight for $9, normally $12, 25% off. The 21-foot by half-inch thread seal tape for 79 cents, normally 99 cents. That's 20 cents off, or 20%. Then we have RoadShock 12-volt utility rock white LED light 2-pack. Gotta hit them up, $20, normally $27, 25% off. Seems like a great deal. We continue. We got Ranger premium safety glasses, $6.99, almost nice, normally $10, 30% off compared to Milwaukee. Essential pneumatic 3/4-inch cast aluminum air impact wrench twin hammer, 1,000 foot-pounds, $130, normally $180, $50 off on that. And then the brand new Earthquake XC 3/8-inch mini air ratchet wrench with 1/4-inch hex drive, $40, normally $50, 20% off. Another Chicago Electric spot welder, the 240 volt this time, $140, normally $150, $10 off. Again, abysmal. Essential pneumatic 3/8-inch belt air sander for $20, 33% off, normally $30. Good deal. Then we have Pittsburgh L square set with levels, 3-piece, $8, normally $10, 20% off. The folding mechanics pad for $17, normally $25, 32% off. It's a great deal. Then we have Predator's MC4 connector solar panel cable kit, 3-piece, $12, only $15, 20% off. More Earthquake XT half-inch composite air impact wrench, 2-inch extended anvil twin hammer, 1190 foot-pounds, $100, $40 off of 140 compared to Snap-on. Then we have Pittsburgh's 8-inch by 12-inch Carpenter Square for $249, normally $4, 37% off. Hercules Alert 2 and 3/4 inch diamond grit grout blade for oscillating multi-tools, $9, normally $13, 30% off compared to Milwaukee. Central Machinery 6-inch portable carpenter's vise for $15, normally $20. Whoops. Normally $20, 25% off. We have Central Pneumatic 1/4 inch air ratchet wrench for $18, only $22, 18% off. The RV pigtail power adapter from Hallmaster, your choice of 30 amp female to 15 amp male or 30 amp male to 15 amp female, $6.99, normally $10, 30% off. We have Warrior 12-volt cordless 3/8 inch drill and flashlight 2-tool combo kit with battery and charger for $20, normally $25, 20% off. They're giving us the wrong kit. We're asking for the Bauer and Hercules kits, not the Warrior kits, but okay, 20% off compared to Black & Decker. Then we have Franklin 24-inch by 16-inch 1,000-pound capacity solid deck hardwood dolly with carpet, $25, normally $30, 16% off. More Franklin, the 14-foot reach type 250-pound portable telescoping ladder for $130, normally $150, $20 off. Ranger's flat top stabilizer gel knee pads, those look nice, $13, normally $18, 27% off. Then we have Vulcan Outlaw 6,000 watt generator, 195 amp dual voltage welder for $1,550, normally $1,800, $250 off. And those all sound like crazy big numbers, but it's only 14% off. Next, titanium 65 amp plasma cutter, $900, $100 off. That's only 10% off. Daytona 1,300-pound capacity self-loading positioning wheel dolly, $90, $40 off. I think people were looking for these potentially on sale recently. $40 off of $130 is a great deal. Wait a second. $40 off of $130 is a great deal. 31% off. That is an excellent deal. Time to pick up some dollies. 31% off, $90. Excellent. We continue. Hallmaster 2 3/4 cubic foot steel trailer tongue box. That's where I like to put my tongue. Hallmaster 2 3/4 cubic foot steel trailer tongue box makes sense. Put the tongue in the box. That's exactly right. $105, normally $120, $15 off. Then we have Hallmaster 9,200-pound ratcheting load binder, $40, 27% off. Cock Industries, that's what it compares to. That makes sense. Help with the loads. Bauer 29-inch steel folding sawhorse, 600-pound capacity, $20, 20% off, normally $25. It doesn't end. Hallmaster 18-inch step stool working platform, $28, normally $38, 26% off. Western Safety earmuffs for $2, normally $4, 50% off. Hercules Alert again, 20-volt variable speed grease gun, tool only $100, $40 off. I think we just did this one, but we'll do it again. $40 off of $140, 29%. What a deal. That is a great deal. Hercules compared to DeWalt. Great deal. Next, Hallmaster 1,000-pound capacity swing away trailer jack for $30, 14% off, only $35. Daytona 1,500-pound capacity gear driven rotating engine stand for $270, normally $300, $30 off. Union Safe Company 10-gun electronic security safe. Is every Union Safe gun safe on sale? It feels like it. $330, normally $380, $50 off. Then we have a Braun alert. Braun 18,000 lumen LED detachable work light, $100, normally $125, $25 off. Then Bauer again, the 12-inch variable speed drill press with laser alignment, $250, normally $300, $50 off. Thunderbolt Solar, 12-volt, 35 amp hour sealed lead acid battery for $60, 22% off. Super solid deal because that was not included in the last sale. Then Pittsburgh SAE and metric T-handle ball and hex key set, 18-piece, $15, normally $19, 21% off. Braun Alert again, 1400 lumen hands-free rechargeable headlamp. That's how I like my headlamps. Hands-free, $28, normally 35 bucks, 20% off. We have Bauer 4-volt cordless stapler for 35 bucks, only 12% off though, normally 40 bucks. Then we have Centec 3 16th inch by 33 foot fiberglass wire running kit for 7 bucks. Normally 9 bucks, 22% off. Pittsburgh's 24-inch aluminum pipe wrench. There was a few pipe wrenches. 25 bucks, normally $28, 10% off. And then last but not least, the titanium 150 amp spool gun for $140, normally $160, $20 off. And those are our December ITC deals. That was a lot. Who made it to the end? I barely made it to the end, but we had our knee pads. We have our load carriers. There was even a tongue box, which is wild. Great deal on the Daytona wheel dollies. We had one icon alert, which makes me think the 12 days of deals are going to be packing. I hope I'm not wrong, but we've been missing on some icon. A lot of Hercules alert and decent deals as well. Anyways, Harbros, what did you see? What did you like? Are these better than they were? I feel like these are better than maybe the last one. We got some decent deals. Again, let me know what you saw. I'll leave it at that. Happy Harbor Freighting. Happy shopping. Good luck out there. Extended Black Friday sale. You can still get your ratchets or your Daytona floor jacks. Let me know what you're getting. Again, please consider liking and or subscribing. And as soon as I have some more deals, I will send them your